Have you ever wondered what mysteries the moon holds on a quiet Celtic night? Welcome to our sleepy story, the Celtic Moonstone. Tonight, we're about to embark on a soothing, mystical journey that will guide you into a world where ancient Celtic legends come to life under the tranquil glow of the moon. So find a comfortable spot, relax, and let your mind drift. As you listen to this tale, let the serene setting wrap around you like a warm blanket. Stay with us until the end, and you might just discover the hidden magic within the Celtic Moonstone. Ready to begin? Let's dive into this enchanting story together. The scene opens to a tranquil Celtic village nestled in the heart of the countryside. This village, shrouded in the quiet serenity of the night, is surrounded by rolling green hills and ancient forests that have stood the test of time. Soft whispers of the wind dance through the trees, carrying with them the scent of blooming wildflowers and the gentle murmur of a nearby stream. The moon above casts a gentle silvery light across the rooftops, illuminating the village with a soothing glow. Stone cottages with thatched roofs line the narrow winding paths, each one emanating a warm, inviting light from their windows. The village square, the heart of this peaceful community, is adorned with an ancient oak tree, its branches spreading wide as if embracing the entire village in a protective hug. Beneath its boughs, a small, moss-covered bench invites weary travelers to sit and rest. The air is cool, crisp, and filled with the faint, melodious sound of a lute being played somewhere in the distance. This is a place where time seems to stand still, where the hustle and bustle of the outside world fades away, leaving only the serene melody of nature and the comforting stillness of the night. As you take in the calming atmosphere, let your mind wander through the village, imagining the soft footfalls on the cobblestone paths, the gentle rustling of leaves in the ancient forest, and the tranquil whispers of the moonlight guiding your thoughts towards a peaceful slumber. The second practice involves spending time in nature. Connecting with the natural world can significantly enhance your sense of peace and wellness. So let's dive into this enchanting tale of Aisling, a young girl with a curious heart and a love for the mystical legends of her land. Aisling lived in one of the cozy stone cottages at the edge of the village, her humble home encircled by fragrant wildflowers and towering trees. With wide, bright eyes that reflected the silvery moonlight, Aisling was known for her insatiable curiosity and her deep love for the stories passed down through generations. Her grandmother, a wise woman with a gentle smile, often shared these tales, weaving magic and wonder into every word. One such legend that captivated Aisling's imagination was that of the Celtic Moonstone, a mystical gem said to possess powers of tranquility and dreams. Each night, as the moon rose high in the sky, Aisling would sit by her window, gazing at the twinkling stars and the glowing orb above, her heart filled with wonder. Was the moonstone real, and if so, where could it be hidden? She often pondered these questions, her mind drifting into the realms of ancient forests and enchanted groves. One serene evening, as the village settled into its quiet nightly rhythm, Aisling decided to embark on a journey. Clad in a simple dress, her long hair braided neatly down her back, she stepped out into the night, the cool breeze caressing her face. She followed the winding path through the village square, past the ancient oak tree, and into the whispering woods beyond. The forest, bathed in the moon's gentle glow, seemed alive with secrets and stories waiting to be discovered. As she walked, the sounds of the forest enveloped her in a melody of chirping crickets and rustling leaves. Her heart beat with excitement and anticipation. Where would this journey lead her? What wonders would she uncover? With each step, Aisling felt a deep connection to her ancestors, the land, and the mystical legends that had always been a part of her. And as the night deepened, she knew in her heart that she was ready to seek the Celtic Moonstone and the magic it held. The village elder had always been a figure of quiet wisdom and comfort in the community. Known simply as Elder Bran, he had seen many moons rise and set over the ancient village, his weathered face a testament to the many stories and experiences he had gathered over the years. With a long silver beard and eyes that sparkled with the knowledge of ages past, Elder Bran was revered by all who knew him. His small, ivy-covered cottage stood near the village square, where the ancient oak tree spread its branches wide. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the moon began its ascent, villagers would gather around the oak tree, eagerly awaiting the tales that Elder Bran would recount. Aisling, no stranger to these gatherings, always found herself enthralled by the elder's stories, each one more enchanting than the last. On this particular night, as the village settled into its peaceful slumber, Elder Bran took his usual place on the moss-covered bench beneath the oak. His voice, rich and soothing, began to weave the tale of the Celtic Moonstone, a story that had been passed down through countless generations. He spoke of an ancient time when the Moonstone was said to have been a gift from the moon itself, bestowed upon the Celtic people to bring peace and serenity to their lives. The stone, with its ethereal glow, was believed to have the power to calm the mind and inspire dreams filled with wonder. As the villagers listened, the gentle murmur of the stream and the rustling leaves seemed to echo the elder's words, creating a symphony of nature and legend. Elder Bran's eyes gleamed with a knowing light as he described how the Moonstone was hidden away in a secret grove, protected by the spirits of the forest. Only those who possessed a pure heart and a deep connection to nature could hope to find it. Aisling's heart leapt with excitement, her curiosity piqued even further by the elder's tale. She felt a sense of destiny, as if the legend of the Moonstone was calling to her, guiding her steps on her journey. Elder Bran concluded his story with a gentle smile, his gaze resting on Aisling, as if he knew the adventure that lay in her heart. He reminded the villagers of the importance of kindness, courage, and a love for the natural world, virtues that would guide them through both their waking hours and their dreams. As the gathering dispersed, Aisling approached Elder Bran, her eyes shining with determination. She thanked him for the story, her voice filled with gratitude and eagerness. Elder Bran chuckled softly, placing a reassuring hand on her shoulder. He whispered words of encouragement, reminding her that the journey to find the Celtic Moonstone was as much about discovering herself as it was about finding the legendary gem. With renewed resolve, Aisling set her sights on the path ahead, ready to embrace the magic and wisdom that awaited her in the Whispering Woods. The night air was cool and invigorating, and as she ventured deeper into the forest, she felt a sense of calm and purpose. The moon above, ever watchful, seemed to guide her steps, illuminating the way with its gentle light. The Moonstone Legend delve into the legend of the Celtic Moonstone, said to have magical powers that can calm the soul and bring peaceful dreams. According to the ancient tale, the Moonstone was not just an ordinary gem. It was believed to be a gift from the moon itself, a celestial token imbued with the tranquil essence of the night sky. The legend spoke of how the moonstone had the power to soothe restless hearts, calm anxious minds, and bring forth dreams of serene beauty. It was said to glow with an otherworldly light, casting a gentle radiance that could ease even the most troubled soul. The elders told of how the moonstone had been guarded by the spirits of the forest, wise and ancient beings who understood the power of nature and the harmony it brought. These spirits ensured that the moonstone remained hidden from those who sought it with greed or malice in their hearts. Only those who approached with pure intentions and a deep love for the natural world could hope to glimpse its ethereal glow. The legend further revealed that the moonstone's powers were closely tied to the cycles of the moon. During the full moon, its glow was said to be at its brightest, radiating a sense of peace and serenity that could envelop an entire village. As the moon waned, the stone's light would dim, reminding those who knew its legend of the ebb and flow of life and the importance of inner tranquility. Aisling had heard these stories many times, each retelling deepening her fascination and desire to uncover the moonstone. The thought of such a powerful and beautiful object existing in her world filled her with awe and wonder. She imagined the moonstone's light reflecting in her eyes, its magical powers bringing her dreams of the ancient forests and the wisdom of the spirits who protected it. The legend also spoke of a prophecy that one day, a true seeker would find the moonstone and unlock its full potential. The seeker would be guided by the moon's light, their path illuminated by the gentle glow of the night sky. Aisling could not shake the feeling that she might be that seeker, destined to find the moonstone and experience the peace and dreams it promised. As she walked deeper into the whispering woods, Aisling felt the ancient magic of the moonstone calling to her. The stories of the moonstone's calming powers and its connection to the moon filled her mind, guiding her steps through the moonlit forest. She imagined the spirits of the forest watching over her, their presence a comforting reminder that she was on the right path. The cool night air, the soft rustling of leaves, and the distant murmur of the stream all seemed to harmonize with the legend of the moonstone, creating a symphony of nature and magic. Aisling's heart swelled with anticipation, her journey intertwined with the ancient tale of the Celtic Moonstone. She knew that her quest was not just about finding a mystical gem, but about discovering the serenity and wisdom that the moonstone represented. With each step, the legend became more than just a story. It became a reality unfolding before her in the tranquil embrace of the Celtic night. The mysterious forest seemed to envelop Aisling as she ventured further into its depths, the ancient trees standing tall and proud like silent guardians of time. Their gnarled branches intertwined above her, forming a natural canopy that filtered the moonlight into a soft, ethereal glow. Each step she took was accompanied by the gentle crunch of leaves beneath her feet, a soothing rhythm that echoed the pulse of the forest itself. The air was filled with the rich, earthy scent of moss and damp wood, mingling with the faint fragrance of wildflowers that bloomed in hidden nooks. As she walked deeper into the forest, the whispering winds seemed to carry secrets and stories of old, weaving around her like a comforting embrace. The leaves rustled softly, as if sharing their ancient wisdom with those who listened closely. Aisling felt a profound sense of peace and belonging, the forest welcoming her with open arms. The deeper she went, the more alive the forest seemed to become. the gentle hum of nocturnal creatures created a serene symphony, a melody that spoke of the mysteries and magic held within these ancient woods. Soft glimmers of moonlight occasionally pierced the canopy, illuminating patches of vibrant green moss and delicate ferns that carpeted the forest floor. As she meandered through the whispering woods, Aisling encountered ancient trees whose bark was etched with the passage of time. These wise sentinels, their trunks thick and sturdy, seemed to watch over her, their presence a silent assurance that she was on the right path. The occasional hoot of an owl or the distant call of a nightbird added to the mystical ambience, making her journey feel like a dream woven from the threads of the Celtic night. She paused by a clear, crystalline stream that wound its way through the forest, its waters shimmering like liquid silver under the moon's gentle light. Kneeling by the bank, Aisling cupped her hands and took a refreshing sip, feeling the cool, pure water invigorate her spirit. The stream, like a flowing ribbon of magic, seemed to guide her deeper into the heart of the forest, beckoning her towards the hidden secrets it held. The deeper Aisling ventured, the more she felt the presence of the forest spirits, their essence woven into every leaf, every breeze, and every beam of moonlight that touched the forest floor. It was as if the very soul of the forest was guiding her, whispering ancient secrets and encouragements that spurred her onward. Her journey through the mystical forest was not just a physical one, but also a journey of the heart and spirit, drawing her closer to the magic and wisdom of the Celtic Moonstone. The forest's whispers grew more defined, a gentle chorus that seemed to sing of the Moonstone's legend and the path she must follow. Aisling's heart beat in harmony with the melody of the forest, each step bringing her closer to the enchanted grove where the Moonstone awaited. As she walked, she felt the ancient magic of the forest enveloping her, filling her with a deep sense of purpose and tranquility. The journey was long, but Aisling was undeterred, her determination unwavering. She could feel the Moonstone's call growing stronger, its mystical energy guiding her steps through the whispering winds and the shadows of the ancient trees. The forest, with its timeless beauty and serene ambience, became a sanctuary where Aisling's dreams and the legend of the Moonstone intertwined, leading her towards the heart of the Celtic night. The gentle rustling of leaves continued to guide Aisling as she ventured further, her heart beating in time with the soothing rhythm of the forest. Suddenly, a soft shimmering light caught her eye, dancing just beyond the reach of the moon's glow. Intrigued, she followed the glimmering trail, her footsteps light and careful. As she approached, the light grew brighter, revealing a small, enchanting clearing bathed in an ethereal glow. There, amid the soft, mossy ground and the delicate ferns, she saw them, the fairies with their delicate wings and otherworldly beauty, moving gracefully through the air. Tiny figures adorned in shimmering garments that seemed woven from moonlight itself hovered over the flowers, their laughter a melodic whisper that filled the clearing with pure magic. Aisling's breath caught in her throat, her wide eyes reflecting the radiant glow of the fairies. She had heard tales of these mystical beings, guardians of the forest and keepers of ancient secrets, but never had she imagined she would see them herself. The fairies, sensing her presence, turned their sparkling eyes toward her, their tiny faces filled with gentle curiosity. One of the fairies, with wings like the finest gossamer and a crown of tiny flowers upon her head, floated closer to Aisling. She extended a hand, her fingers glowing with a soft, inviting light. Aisling, her heart filled with wonder, reached out and took the fairy's tiny hand. As she did, a warm sensation spread through her, an undeniable sense of peace and connection. The fairy's laughter surrounded her, a joyful symphony that resonated with the very soul of the forest. With the fairies as her guides, Aisling found herself surrounded by a sense of enchantment she had never known before. The little beings danced around her, their movements as fluid and graceful as the wind itself. They whispered secrets of the forest, ancient knowledge passed down through generations, their voices like the tinkling of tiny bells. The fairy who held Aisling's hand guided her deeper into the clearing, where the light grew even more vibrant. There, nestled among the ferns and wildflowers, was a small, glittering pool. Its surface shimmered with the same ethereal light that surrounded the fairies, reflecting the moon and stars above. The fairies dipped their fingers into the water, sending ripples of light across the surface. As Aisling watched spellbound, the pool began to glow brighter, revealing images within its depths. She saw visions of the ancient forest, the spirits who protected it, and the path that would lead her to the Celtic Moonstone. The fairy's voice, gentle and melodic, spoke of the Moonstone's location, guiding Aisling with soft words that seemed to blend with the very essence of the forest. They told her of the hidden grove, protected by the most ancient of spirits, where the Moonstone lay waiting for a seeker of pure heart and intention. Aisling's heart swelled with gratitude and determination, her path now clearer than ever. She thanked the fairies for their guidance, her voice filled with awe and reverence. The fairies, their eyes sparkling with wisdom, gave her a final gift, a small, glowing stone that pulsed with a soft, warm light. They told her it would guide her through the darkest parts of the forest, its light a reflection of the Moonstone's own. As the fairies' laughter faded into the night, Aisling felt a renewed sense of purpose, her heart light with the magic of their encounter. She knew that the journey ahead would not be easy, but with the fairies' guidance and the glowing stone in her hand, she felt ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Stepping out of the enchanted clearing, Aisling continued her journey, the forest now alive with a new kind of magic. The light from the glowing stone illuminated her path, casting gentle shadows that danced in rhythm with the whispering winds. The presence of the fairies lingered in the air, a comforting reminder of the mystical encounter that had strengthened her resolve. Each step she took brought her closer to the hidden grove and the Celtic Moonstone, her heart filled with the wonder and wisdom of the fairies' touch. The hidden grove was a place of serene beauty, tucked away in the heart of the ancient forest, bathed in the soft, silvery light of the moon. As Aisling approached, she felt a sense of reverence wash over her, the air thick with the enchantment of the ages. The entrance to the grove was marked by 2 grand oak trees, their branches arching forward to form a natural gateway that seemed to invite her in. The moment she stepped through, Aisling was met with a sight of breathtaking splendor. The grove was a perfect circle, a sacred space untouched by time, with a carpet of soft, velvety moss covering the ground. Delicate wildflowers, glowing faintly with an ethereal light, dotted the landscape, their colors ranging from the deepest violets to the softest blues and whites. The flowers swayed gently in the breeze, as if dancing to a silent, ancient melody. Above, the branches of the surrounding trees intertwined to form a protective canopy, allowing just enough moonlight to filter through and cast a gentle, dappled glow across the grove. In the center of this enchanted space lay a small, crystal-clear pond, its waters shimmering like liquid silver under the moon's gaze. The pond was bordered by smooth stones, each one covered in a thin layer of soft emerald green moss that seemed to glow from within. At the edge of the pond, resting on a bed of the purest white flowers, was the Celtic Moonstone. The moonstone itself was a marvel to behold, its surface smooth and flawless, glowing with an inner light that pulsed gently with the rhythm of the night. It was as if the very essence of the moon had been captured within the gem, its light calming and serene. The air around the moonstone was filled with a faint melodic hum, a symphony of nature that seemed to sing of peace and tranquility. Aisling approached the moonstone with a sense of awe, her heart filled with gratitude for the journey that had led her to this sacred place. She could feel the ancient magic that surrounded the stone, a powerful yet gentle energy that spoke of the harmony between nature and the celestial. As she reached out to touch the moonstone, the grove seemed to come alive, the light around her growing brighter, and the melodic hum intensifying into a harmonious chorus. The flowers around the pond glowed with a renewed brilliance, their delicate petals shimmering in the moonlight. Aisling felt a profound sense of connection to the land, the moon, and the ancient spirits who had guarded the moonstone for centuries. Holding the moonstone in her hands, she felt a wave of tranquility wash over her, her mind calming and her heart filling with a deep sense of peace. In that moment, she understood that the true power of the moonstone lay not just in its beauty, but in the serenity and dreams it inspired. The journey to the hidden grove had not only led her to a mystical gem, but had also brought her closer to the wisdom and magic of the natural world. As she stood in the enchanted grove, the moon casting its gentle light upon her, Aisling felt a sense of fulfillment and purpose. The hidden grove, with its serene beauty and timeless magic, had become a part of her, a sacred place where dreams and reality intertwined. With the moonstone in her possession and the wisdom of the Faeries in her heart, Aisling knew she was ready to continue her journey, guided by the light of the moon and the ancient magic of the Celtic night. The guardian of the moonstone emerged from the shadows, an ancient and wise owl with shimmering feathers that glowed softly in the moonlight. Perched on a low branch above the pond, the owl's large, luminous eyes regarded Aisling with a depth of understanding that transcended time. Each feather of this majestic creature seemed to catch the light, creating an aura of ethereal brilliance around it. The owl, known as Leora among the forest spirits, had watched over the moonstone for countless generations, her presence a symbol of wisdom and protection. Leora's eyes, vast and all-seeing, shimmered with a knowledge that had been gathered over ages. With a graceful flutter of her wings, she descended to the ground, her movements silent and fluid like the whisper of a breeze. As she landed beside Aisling, the air between them filled with a gentle, reverent hush. Aisling, in awe of the magnificent guardian, felt an immediate sense of calm and respect. Leora's presence was both powerful and serene, her gaze filled with an ancient kindness that made Aisling feel welcome and understood. The owl's voice, when it finally broke the silence, was soft and melodious, carrying the wisdom of the forest and the ages past. "Welcome, Aisling," Leora said, her tone gentle and soothing. "I have been expecting you. The moonstone has called out to you, and you have answered its call with a pure heart and a noble spirit." It is my duty to guide you and to ensure that the wisdom and tranquility of the Moonstone are shared with those who seek it with true intention. Aisling listened intently, her heart swelling with gratitude and wonder. She felt honored to be in the presence of such a wise guardian, her words resonating deeply within her. Leora's feathers shimmered in the moonlight, each subtle movement reflecting the gentle glow of the night sky. The path you have chosen is not an easy one, Leora continued, her eyes never leaving Aisling's, but it is a path of great significance. The Moonstone holds the power to bring peace and serenity to those who embrace its magic. As its guardian, I have seen many seekers come and go, but few have shown the courage and purity that you possess. Aisling nodded, her determination unwavering. She understood that her journey was just beginning, and that the wisdom of the Moonstone and its guardian would be her guiding light. Leora extended a wing, her feathers brushing lightly against the Moonstone, causing it to glow even brighter. "Take the Moonstone with you," Leora said, her voice filled with a gentle authority. "Let its light guide you and its magic inspire you. Remember the lessons of the forest and the spirits who protect it. Carry the wisdom of the Moonstone in your heart, and you will find the tranquility and dreams you seek." With profound gratitude, Aisling reached out and gently lifted the Moonstone, its warmth and light filling her with a sense of peace and purpose. Leora watched with a knowing gleam in her eyes, her presence a comforting assurance that Aisling was on the right path. As Aisling prepared to leave the enchanted grove, Leora's soft, melodic voice echoed in her mind, a final gift of wisdom from the guardian of the Moonstone. "Remember, Aisling, that true peace comes from within. The Moonstone is a symbol of that peace, but it is your heart and spirit that will bring its magic to life. Trust in yourself and let the light of the Moonstone guide you always." With these words resonating in her heart, Aisling set forth on her journey, the Moonstone cradled gently in her hands, its ethereal glow lighting her way through the forest. The presence of Leora, the wise guardian, lingered with her, a constant reminder of the wisdom and protection that accompanied her every step. As she ventured back through the whispering woods, Aisling felt a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose, knowing that she was carrying with her the magic and tranquility of the Celtic Moonstone. The moment Aisling cradled the Moonstone in her hands, a wave of emotions washed over her. She felt an immediate, profound connection to the gem, as if it were a long-lost part of her soul. The warmth of the Moonstone radiated through her palms, spreading a soothing energy that calmed her mind and heart. It was as if the whispers of ancient wisdom and tranquility were flowing directly into her, filling her with a deep sense of peace. As Aisling gazed into the glowing stone, she saw reflections of the moon's gentle light dancing within its depths, each beam telling a story of serenity and dreams. The Moonstone's ethereal glow seemed to resonate with her very being, stirring a sense of wonder and revelation. At that moment, Aisling realized that the journey to find the Moonstone was not just a physical one, but a spiritual quest that had brought her closer to understanding herself and her connection to the natural world. She felt the presence of the forest spirits, their ancient wisdom now intertwined with her thoughts. The tranquility of the Moonstone spoke to her in a language beyond words, a silent song of peace and harmony that echoed in her soul. Aisling understood that this powerful gem was more than just a mystical artifact. It was a bridge between her heart and the serene beauty of the Celtic night. The revelation brought a sense of clarity and purpose. She knew that the Moonstone's true magic lay in its ability to inspire inner peace and dreams filled with wonder. Holding the gem, she felt an overwhelming gratitude for the journey and the lessons learned along the way. The Moonstone had called out to her, recognizing the purity of her intentions and her deep connection to nature. In that instant, Aisling's heart swelled with a promise to honor the wisdom and tranquility of the Moonstone, to carry its light within her, and to share its peace with others. Her journey was far from over, but she now walked with a newfound understanding of the harmony between nature and the celestial. As she stood in the sacred grove, cradling the Moonstone, Aisling felt a profound sense of fulfillment. Her revelation was more than just finding the mystical gem. It was about discovering the serenity that had always been a part of her spirit, waiting to be awakened by the magic of the Celtic night. The moonlit path stretched before Aisling, illuminated by the soft, ethereal glow of the Moonstone cradled in her hands. Guided by its tranquil light, she began her journey back to the village, each step imbued with a newfound sense of peace and purpose. The forest, now a familiar friend, seemed to embrace her with a gentle, welcoming aura. As she walked, the whispering leaves and the soft murmur of the stream accompanied her, creating a serene symphony that mirrored her calm and reflective thoughts. The moon above cast a silvery light, dappling the forest floor with patches of gentle radiance and guiding her footsteps with a celestial touch. The air was cool and crisp, filled with the earthy scent of moss and wildflowers, and Aisling felt a profound connection to the natural world around her. The path wound gracefully through the ancient trees, their branches forming a protective canopy overhead. The Moonstone's light played upon the leaves, casting delicate shadows that danced in rhythm with the night breeze. Aisling's heart swelled with gratitude for the journey she had undertaken and the wisdom she had gained. As she moved through the forest, she felt the presence of the spirits, their ancient magic a comforting presence that reassured her with each step. The light from the Moonstone created a gentle halo around her, illuminating her path and casting a soft glow that seemed to cleanse her spirit. The journey back to the village was not hurried. It was a time for reflection and appreciation. Each step felt intentional, filled with the quiet joy of discovering the beauty in the simplest moments. The gentle rustling of the leaves was like a lullaby, soothing her mind and inviting her to let go of any lingering worries. Aisling paused by the crystal-clear stream, dipping her fingers into the cool, refreshing water. The ripples mirrored the light of the Moonstone, creating a mesmerizing dance of light and shadow. She took a deep breath, feeling the tranquility of the forest seep into her very being. The forest creatures, now familiar companions, continued their nocturnal songs, adding to the peaceful ambience. As she continued her journey, the path seemed to open up before her, leading her unfailingly toward the village. The moon, a constant sentinel, guided her with its gentle glow, and the Moonstone in her hands pulsed with a soothing rhythm that matched the beat of her heart. The village finally came into view, nestled in the embrace of the rolling hills and ancient forests. The stone cottages with their thatched roofs glowed warmly in the moonlight, a beacon of home and comfort. Aisling felt a profound sense of belonging as she crossed the village square, the ancient oak tree standing tall and protective in the moon's silvery light. The journey back had been a return to serenity, a reconnection with the timeless wisdom of nature and the celestial. The Moonstone, now a part of her, had infused her with a peace that resonated with the quiet beauty of the Celtic night. Sharing the legend of the Moonstone's journey with the villagers brought a sense of calm and unity that resonated deeply within the heart of the community. As she stepped into the familiar embrace of the village square, the moonlight casting gentle shadows across the cobblestone paths, Aisling knew she held a story that needed to be shared. The villagers, intrigued by her radiant presence and the soft glow emanating from the Moonstone, gathered around her in quiet anticipation. Aisling's voice, filled with warmth and wonder, began to weave the tale of her journey into the whispering woods, the fairies' guidance, and the ancient wisdom of the guardian owl, Leora. She spoke of the serene beauty of the hidden grove, where the Moonstone rested in tranquil splendor, and the profound sense of peace that had enveloped her as she held the mystical gem in her hands. The villagers listened intently, their expressions reflecting the calm and tranquility that Aisling's words inspired. They could envision the enchanting forest, the ancient trees whispering secrets of old, and the ethereal glow of the Moonstone under the moon's gentle light. Each word she spoke seemed to bring a deeper understanding of the harmony between nature and the celestial, renewing their connection to the land and the legends that had always been a part of their heritage. As Aisling shared the legend, she passed the Moonstone around, allowing each villager to hold it and feel its soothing energy. The stone's gentle warmth and calming light seemed to infuse them with a sense of unity and peace, a collective embrace of the magic that flowed through their community. The elders, their eyes gleaming with recognition of the ancient tales, nodded in approval, while the children gazed in awe, their imaginations sparked by the wondrous account. Elder Bran, his weathered face lit with a knowing smile, spoke of the importance of holding on to these stories and the values they imparted: kindness, courage, and a deep love for the natural world. With the Moonstone as a symbol of unity, the village found a renewed sense of purpose and tranquility. The legend of the Celtic Moonstone became a cherished tale, told and retold around the ancient oak tree, its branches spreading wide as if embracing the heart of the village. As the night deepened, the villagers returned to their homes, the Moonstone's gentle glow lingering in their hearts, guiding their dreams and inspiring a serene sense of connection. Aisling, with a heart full of gratitude and peace, knew that her journey had not only brought her closer to the magic of the Celtic night, but had also strengthened the bonds of her community, weaving them together with the timeless threads of legend and tranquility. The village transformed remarkably after embracing the Moonstone's magic. The serenity of the ancient gem seemed to infuse every corner of the village, casting a tranquil aura that touched the hearts of its inhabitants. The villagers, now united by the shared experience, found a newfound sense of peace in their daily lives. The once bustling village square became a haven of calm, where neighbors greeted each other with warm, genuine smiles. Early morning mist intertwined with the sun's first rays, creating a gentle, ethereal glow over the cobblestone paths. The children, inspired by Aisling's tale, played more harmoniously, their laughter blending with the melodious sounds of nature. The elders, often seen sharing stories under the ancient oak tree, seemed to radiate a quiet wisdom that was both comforting and inspiring. Stone cottages, adorned with blooming wildflowers, now emitted a warmth that went beyond their glowing windows. The villagers spent more time in nature, walking through the whispering woods, tending to their gardens, and soaking in the serene beauty of their surroundings. They found solace in the simple pleasures of life, from the delicate rustling of leaves to the soft murmur of the nearby stream. The Moonstone, residing in a place of honor within the village square, became a symbol of unity and tranquility. Its gentle glow was a constant reminder of the magic that now flowed through their community. Festivals and gatherings took on a more harmonious tone, with music and stories that celebrated the natural world and the ancient legends that bound them together. The village, once merely a collection of homes, had transformed into a sanctuary of peace, where the magic of the Moonstone touched every soul, bringing dreams of wonder and lives filled with serenity. The vivid dream enveloped Aisling as she drifted into a serene slumber, the Moonstone's tranquil energy guiding her thoughts into a realm of peace and happiness. In her dream, she saw her village bathed in a golden morning light, the air filled with the joyous chatter of birds and the sweet scent of blooming flowers. The paths were alive with the footsteps of villagers, their faces aglow with happiness and contentment. The village square, once merely a gathering place, had transformed into a vibrant heart of the community, where laughter and music filled the air. Aisling walked through the dream with a sense of wonder, observing the harmonious scenes that unfolded before her. She saw children playing in the fields, their laughter echoing like a melodious song. They chased butterflies and danced among the wildflowers, their eyes sparkling with the innocence and joy of youth. The elders, gathered under the shade of the ancient oak tree, shared stories of old, their faces radiating wisdom and calm. The tree itself seemed more majestic than ever, its branches extending wide as if embracing the entire village in a protective hug. Aisling felt a deep sense of unity and love among the villagers, each one contributing to the collective peace and happiness. She saw families tending to their gardens, the rich, earthy scent of the soil mingling with the fragrance of fresh herbs and flowers. The fields were lush and fertile, the crops abundant, a testament to the care and attention of the villagers who worked in harmony with nature. As Aisling continued her dream journey, she witnessed the villagers coming together for celebrations, their festivals brimming with music and dance. The Moonstone, its gentle glow a beacon of serenity, stood at the center of the square, a symbol of the unity and tranquility that now defined their lives. The villagers honored the ancient gem, recognizing its role in bringing peace and dreams to their hearts. Aisling's dream painted a picture of a future where the village thrived in harmony with the natural world. The once hushed whispers of the wind had become a soothing symphony, guiding the villagers in their daily lives. The moon above, ever watchful and kind, cast its silvery light across the village, its gentle touch a reminder of the celestial connection that brought them together. In this dream, Aisling saw her village not just as a place, but as a living, breathing entity, filled with love, peace, and an unbreakable bond with nature. The tranquility of the dream filled her heart with hope and inspiration, a vision of the future that was full of promise. As she watched the scenes unfold, Aisling felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that the journey to uncover the Moonstone had led to a profound transformation in her community. She saw herself surrounded by friends and family, their lives intertwined with the magic of the Moonstone and the wisdom of the ancient legends. The dream carried Aisling through a tapestry of beautiful moments, each one more enchanting than the last. The villagers, united by the serene energy of the Moonstone, had found a way to live in perfect harmony. their lives a reflection of the calm and happiness that now defined their days. Aisling's heart swelled with gratitude and joy, her dream a vivid testament to the power of peace and the beauty of unity. As the dream gently faded, Aisling awoke with a renewed sense of purpose, her spirit lifted by the vision of the future. The tranquility of the Moonstone and the bond with her village filled her with an unshakable determination to nurture the peace and happiness she had envisioned. Returning the Moonstone to the grove, Aisling felt a deep sense of reverence and responsibility. She understood that the Moonstone's true power lay in its connection to the natural world, a bond that needed to be honored and preserved. With a heart full of gratitude, she began her journey back to the enchanted grove, the soft glow of the Moonstone lighting her way. Each step she took through the whispering woods was filled with a quiet resolve, the forest's ancient wisdom guiding her path. The air was filled with the scent of blooming wildflowers and the gentle rustle of leaves, creating a serenade that seemed to acknowledge her noble decision. The Moonstone's glow reflected in her eyes, a testament to the calm and dreams it had inspired within her. Aisling knew that the mystical gem belonged in its sacred grove, where it could continue to bring tranquility to the forest and to those who sought its wisdom with pure intentions. As she approached the grove, the grand oaks at its entrance seemed to welcome her back, their branches forming a graceful archway. Stepping through, Aisling was once again enveloped by the serene beauty of the sacred space. The delicate wildflowers glowed softly, and the pond shimmered like liquid silver under the moonlight. Kneeling by the pond, Aisling gently placed the Moonstone back on its bed of pure white flowers, feeling a wave of peace wash over her. The grove seemed to come alive in response, the melodic hum of nature intensifying into a harmonious chorus. The Moonstone's light pulsed gently, its connection to the natural world restored. Aisling whispered a heartfelt prayer of gratitude, her voice blending with the symphony of the forest. She knew that her journey had brought her closer to the ancient magic and wisdom that the Moonstone represented. As she stood up, the guardian owl Leora appeared on a low branch, her luminous eyes filled with approval. "You have done well, Aisling," Leora said, her voice a soothing melody. "By returning the Moonstone, you have honored its connection to nature and ensured its magic will continue to inspire peace and dreams for generations to come." Aisling nodded, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. She knew that her decision to return the Moonstone was the right one, a choice that reflected the harmony between nature and the celestial. As she left the grove, the glow of the Moonstone lingered in her heart, a symbol of the tranquility and wisdom she had embraced. The forest, now a familiar friend, seemed to applaud her with every rustling leaf and chirping cricket. The path back to the village was illuminated by the moon's gentle light, guiding her steps with a celestial touch. Aisling felt a profound connection to the land and the legends that had always been a part of her heritage. The decision to return the Moonstone was not just an act of reverence, but a reaffirmation of her commitment to the harmony between humans and nature. As she crossed the village square, the ancient oak tree stood tall and majestic, its branches wide as if embracing the heart of the community. The villagers, now united by the shared experience of the Moonstone, greeted her with warm smiles and open hearts. Aisling knew that the magic of the Moonstone would continue to inspire peace and dreams, not just in the enchanted grove, but within the hearts of the villagers who had embraced its serenity. The journey had transformed her, filling her with a deep sense of purpose and a renewed commitment to the natural world. As she gazed up at the moon, its gentle light a constant guide, Aisling felt a sense of fulfillment and peace. She knew that the legend of the Celtic Moonstone would continue to inspire generations, a timeless tale of tranquility and dreams. The farewell between Aisling and the Faeries was a moment of profound emotion, filled with gratitude and an unspoken bond that connected her to the mystical forest. As she prepared to leave the enchanted grove, the fairies gathered around her, their delicate wings shimmering like moonlit gossamer. They floated gracefully, their eyes reflecting the same light that danced within the moonstone. The leader of the fairies, the one with wings that sparkled with the hues of dawn and a crown of tiny flowers, approached Aisling with a gentle smile. Her voice, a melodious whisper, filled the air with warmth and appreciation. "Aisling, your journey has touched our hearts," the fairy said, her eyes gleaming with kindness. "You have shown courage, purity, and a deep love for the natural world. For that, we are eternally grateful." Aisling, her heart swelling with emotion, bowed her head in respect. "Thank you," she replied softly, her voice filled with sincerity. "Your guidance and the wisdom of the forest spirits have been a blessing. I will carry your teachings with me always." The fairies, their wings fluttering in a rhythm that seemed to echo the heartbeat of the forest, encircled Aisling, creating a gentle, glowing halo around her. They sang a farewell song, a harmonious blend of nature and magic that resonated with the very essence of the grove. The melody was soft and soothing, a lullaby that seemed to carry the ancient wisdom of the forest through the night air. As the song reached its crescendo, the forest creatures emerged from their hidden nooks, drawn by the enchanting music. Birds of all colors perched on nearby branches, their feathers glistening in the moonlight. The small, curious animals peeked from behind trees and bushes, their eyes reflecting the gentle glow of the fairies' light. Each creature, in its own way, expressed gratitude for Aisling's respect and reverence for their home. A wise old deer, its antlers adorned with delicate strands of moss, approached Aisling with a slow, graceful step. It bowed its head, a silent gesture of thanks that conveyed more than words ever could. Aisling reached out, gently touching the deer's forehead, feeling a deep connection to the forest and its inhabitants. The fairy's song began to fade, leaving behind a serene silence that seemed to speak of peace and unity. The leader of the fairies placed a hand on Aisling's shoulder, her touch light as a feather. "Remember, Aisling," she said, her voice a gentle echo in the night. "The magic of the Moonstone and the wisdom of the forest are always with you. Let them guide you and bring peace to your heart." With a final, heartfelt farewell, the fairies drifted back into the depths of the forest, their light slowly fading into the moonlit shadows. The forest creatures followed, their presence a comforting reminder of the bond that had been forged. Aisling, standing in the quiet glow of the grove, felt a sense of completion and fulfillment. She had found not just the Moonstone, but a deeper understanding of herself and her place in the natural world. As she turned to leave, the path illuminated by the moon's gentle light, Aisling knew that the farewell was not an end, but a beginning. The gratitude expressed by the fairies and the forest creatures filled her with a profound sense of purpose and serenity. She walked with a light heart, carrying the magic of the Celtic Moonstone and the wisdom of the forest within her, ready to share their peace and dreams with the world. Ildebrand, with his timeless gaze, gathered the villagers once more beneath the ancient oak tree. His calm, soothing presence brought a quiet hush over the gathering, the air thick with anticipation. The glow of the moonstone had inspired a profound sense of unity, and now it was time for the elder's final words of wisdom. "Dear villagers," Ildebrand began, his voice rich and gentle, "we have witnessed the power of the moonstone, but more importantly, we have seen the beauty of peace, dreams, and harmony with nature. These are the true treasures that the moonstone represents." His eyes sparkled with the light of ancient knowledge, reflecting the quiet wisdom that had guided the village for generations. "Peace is not merely the absence of conflict," he continued. "It is a state of mind, a calm that can be fostered by connecting with the world around us. When we open our hearts to nature's serene beauty, we allow that tranquility to fill our spirits." Ildebrand paused, letting his words sink in. The soft breeze rustled through the leaves, a gentle reminder of the forest's embrace. "Dreams," he said, "are the whispers of our innermost hopes and desires. They guide us, inspire us, and give our lives meaning. The moonstone has shown us that our dreams are intertwined with the natural world, that the night sky and the ancient woods hold the keys to our deepest aspirations." The villagers, their faces reflecting the elder's wisdom, listened with rapt attention. Aisling, standing near the front, felt the truth of his words resonate within her. And finally, Ildebrand continued, "Harmony with nature is the foundation of a peaceful life. When we respect and nurture the land, we are rewarded with its bounty and beauty. Nature's rhythms and cycles teach us balance and patience, virtues that are essential for our well-being." He gestured towards the moonstone, its gentle glow a beacon of serenity. The moonstone has reminded us of the importance of these values. Let us carry its light within us, not just as a symbol, but as a guiding principle in our daily lives. Together, we can create a community where peace, dreams, and harmony with nature are cherished and upheld. The villagers nodded in agreement, their hearts filled with a renewed sense of purpose. Ildebrand's final words were a call to action, a reminder that the magic of the moonstone was not just in its glow, but in the way it inspired them to live with deeper understanding and connection. As the moonlight bathed the village in its silvery glow, the elder's wisdom echoed in the hearts of all who had gathered, promising a future filled with peace and dreams nurtured by the sacred bond with nature. Aisling's night under the stars was a moment of pure tranquility, a serene interlude where she could reflect upon her journey and the wisdom she had gained. As the gentle night descended upon the village, she found a quiet spot on a soft hill just beyond the whispering woods. The grass, cool and inviting, cradled her as she settled down, her eyes turning towards the vast star-studded sky. The air was crisp and fresh, carrying with it the faint fragrance of wildflowers and the subtle, earthy scent of the forest. Above her, the sky stretched out in a magnificent tapestry of stars, each one twinkling like a tiny beacon of light and hope. The moon, ever watchful and kind, cast its silvery glow across the landscape, bathing everything in a soft, ethereal light. Aisling felt a profound sense of peace wash over her, the worries of the world fading away under the celestial embrace. As she lay back, her gaze tracing the patterns of the constellations, she allowed her thoughts to wander back to the beginning of her journey. She remembered the nights spent by her window, dreaming of the Moonstone and the ancient legends that had captured her imagination. Those nights of wonder had been the seeds of her adventure, guiding her steps into the heart of the whispering woods. She recalled the soft murmur of the stream, the gentle rustling of leaves, and the melodic whispers of the fairies. The memory of the enchanted clearing, aglow with the light of the fairies, filled her with a sense of magic and wonder. Holding the glowing stone they had given her, she had felt a connection to the ancient spirits who watched over the forest. Aisling smiled softly as she thought of Leora, the wise guardian owl, whose gentle words and profound wisdom had strengthened her resolve. Leora's message about the true power of the Moonstone and the importance of inner peace echoed in her heart, a reminder that true tranquility came from within. The journey had not been just about finding the mystical gem, but about discovering the serenity and wisdom that had always been a part of her spirit. The hidden grove, with its serene beauty and timeless magic, had been a sanctuary where she had felt a deep connection to the natural world. As she cradled the Moonstone, its ethereal glow illuminating her path, she had realized that the true magic of the gem lay in its ability to inspire dreams and inner peace. The stars above seemed to shimmer in agreement, their light a celestial reflection of the tranquility she had found. The night was silent, except for the gentle symphony of nocturnal creatures and the soft rustling of the wind. Aisling felt a profound gratitude for the journey she had undertaken, the lessons learned, and the connections made. Her heart swelled with a sense of fulfillment as she reflected on the unity and peace that now graced her village. Lying there under the vast starry sky, Aisling felt a deep sense of belonging and purpose. The journey had transformed her, filling her with a serene wisdom and a commitment to living in harmony with nature. The Moonstone's glow, a gentle reminder of her adventure, remained in her heart, guiding her with its tranquil light. As she closed her eyes, the celestial symphony of stars and moonlight lulled her into a peaceful slumber, her dreams weaving together the magic of the Celtic night and the wisdom of the ancient legends. The dreamy conclusion summarized the story's calming journey and its impact on Aisling and the village, reinforcing the serene atmosphere. The journey of Aisling and the discovery of the Celtic Moonstone brought a wave of tranquility and dreams to both her heart and the village. Through this mystical quest, Aisling unearthed not only the ethereal beauty of the Moonstone, but also the profound wisdom and serenity that came from deep within herself. The journey had illuminated a path of peace, courage, and a profound connection with nature, guiding her steps through the whispering woods and into the enchanted grove where the Moonstone lay hidden. This adventure was not just a search for a mystical gem, but a spiritual voyage that awakened a sense of unity and harmony within the village. The Moonstone's gentle light, now a symbol of tranquility, cast a serene glow over the village, touching the hearts of all who lived there. The villagers embraced the ancient wisdom and the calm energy of the Moonstone, fostering a community where kindness, courage, and a deep love for the natural world became guiding principles. Ildebrand's words of wisdom resonated deeply, reminding everyone of the true treasures of peace, dreams, and harmony with nature. The nights spent under the starry sky, filled with stories and laughter around the oak tree, brought a sense of togetherness and calm that echoed through their daily lives. Aisling's encounter with the fairies and the wise guardian owl, Leora, enriched her understanding and filled her with a serene determination to nurture the tranquility she had discovered. The gratitude expressed by the forest creatures and the magical beings underscored the deep bond that now linked the villagers with the natural world. As Aisling shared her journey with the villagers, the legend of the Celtic Moonstone became a cherished tale, inspiring dreams and a sense of inner peace. The village transformed into a sanctuary of serenity, where the magic of the Moonstone touched every soul, bringing a harmonious melody to their lives. The calming journey had brought dreams of wonder, peace within, and a strengthened bond with nature. Aisling's heart, now filled with the tranquil light of the Moonstone, reflected the serene beauty of the Celtic night, guiding her and the villagers towards a future brimming with peace and dreams. The serene conclusion of Aisling's journey is a soothing reminder that true tranquility lies in the harmony between our inner selves and the natural world, a timeless legacy of the Celtic Moonstone and its gentle, calming magic. As the serene conclusion of Aisling's journey sinks into your mind, let the gentle warmth of the Moonstone light within you, guiding your thoughts to a place of calm and peace. Close your eyes and feel the tranquility of the Celtic night wrapping around you like a soft, cozy blanket. Imagine the soothing whispers of the forest, the gentle rustling of leaves, and the melodic symphony of nocturnal creatures softly lulling you into a restful slumber. Picture yourself walking along the moonlit path, the soft glow of the Moonstone illuminating your way, casting a gentle light on the ancient trees and blooming wildflowers. Let your thoughts drift to the serene grove where the Moonstone rests, its ethereal glow a beacon of tranquility and dreams. As you breathe in the cool, crisp air filled with the faint fragrance of wildflowers, feel the peace and calm settling over you, guiding your mind to a state of perfect relaxation. With each breath, let go of any lingering worries and embrace the serene beauty of the Celtic night. Allow the magical journey of Aisling and the wisdom of the Moonstone to inspire dreams filled with wonder and peace. As you drift off to sleep, know that you are cradled in the gentle embrace of the night, your thoughts guided by the tranquil light of the Moonstone, leading you to a deep, restful slumber.